If you're stuck in the low 150s or the 160s and you know you're smarter than your score, this video is for you. Today, I'm breaking down 5 LSAT hacks that my students use to boost their scores by 10 points or more without adding 3 extra hours of studying per day. Hack number 1, time blocking like a top scorer. Most people study for the LSAT by kind of opening a book and doing random practice, but that's not prep. The hack is you turn your LSAT studying into appointments you cannot cancel. You pick 5 days per week. Each day, you block off 60 to 90 minutes of non-negotiable LSAT time. You treat it like a class or a work shift. You wouldn't skip work because you're not in the mood. Same deal with your LSAT prep. Then within each block, you split your time like this: 25-30 minutes of focused practice, a set of logical reasoning questions, a reading comp passage, or a timed section, then 25-30 minutes reviewing the questions you got wrong or you guessed on. Now, most people only do the practice, but the review is where your score actually goes up. Practice is exposure, but review is improvement. If you do this consistently for a month, that alone could be worth 5 or more points. Hack number 2 is the first 10 question rule. Because if you're missing easy questions, you're leaking points you should already have. Now, here's the rule. You are not allowed to rush the first 10 questions at all. For logical reasoning, you slow down intentionally on questions 1 through 10. Read the stimulus twice if you need to. Make a quick prediction of the right answer before you look at the choices. For reading comp, instead of speed reading the passage and then panicking through the questions, you want to spend an extra 30 to 45 seconds building a mental map. Ask yourself, what's the main point? Who are the sides or the viewpoints? What's the tone? When you protect the easy questions, you avoid dumb mistakes, you build confidence and momentum, and you bank points while your brain is fresh. Most students gain 3 to 6 points just by stopping the panic of having to go fast or feeling like they're going to run out of time. Hack number 3 is focusing on one weakness per week. Trying to fix everything at once is how people stay stuck. So instead, I want you to choose one thing per week to target. It could be a specific logical reasoning question type like strengthen or flaw or necessary assumption. Could be a reading comp passage type like science or law or the humanities. Or it could be a timing issue like always feeling rushed on the last 5 questions. Then you want to ID 10 to 20 questions that match that weakness, drill them in small sets, 3 to 5 at a time, untimed, focusing on understanding. Then after each set, you want to ask yourself, why is the right answer right? Why is the wrong answer wrong? And what was the trap that almost got you? Then at the end of the week, you do one timed section and specifically watch for that question type or situation. And that weekly focus will compound over time. In 4 to 6 weeks, you've patched 4 to 6 big leaks in your score instead of vaguely trying to get better at the LSAT. Hack number 4 is learning to guess strategically. Because let's be real, you're not always going to feel 100% confident on every question, and that's okay. The hack is to stop leaving points on the table when you're unsure. You want to eliminate aggressively. If you can cross out just 2 answers, you will have turned a 20% question into a 33% or a 50% question. I want you to always pick an answer and never leave blanks. If you're truly stuck, use a consistent guess letter like always guessing C or always guessing D, because that removes the guesswork. At least you're not spending valuable mental energy trying to think about what you should do. Also, don't burn 3 minutes on a single question. If you're over 2 minutes in and you're still lost, just bail. Eliminate what you can, guess, and move on. You would rather guess on one brutal question than rush through the last 5 and miss 3 of them. That trade alone could swing your score by 3 to 4 points on test day. And finally, hack number 5, turn your review into a personal LSAT playbook. And this is the hack almost no one uses. And it's usually where the big score jumps happen. Most people will say, I got question 14 wrong. The answer was B. Okay. Then they move on and they call it review. But that does nothing. Instead, build a playbook, a mistake journal, a review log in a Google Doc, a Notion page, or a notebook with 3 sections. First, your patterns of mistakes. Things like, I misread quantifiers like most or some. If that's the case, you slow down and you restate the claim. Or in reading comp, if I can't point to a line that supports the answer, it's probably wrong. Or if I feel time pressure, I don't read faster, I skip and I return. Third, you've got your example questions for each mistake pattern. You screenshot them, you write them down in your notebook, and the next time you see something similar, your brain goes, oh, I've seen this one before. Then before each study session, you skim your playbook, your mistake journal, your error log for 3 to 5 minutes to train your brain to recognize patterns in advance. This is how most students jump 10 or more points, not from doing more questions, but from learning more from each question.